Well, I got my boots off. I'm up on top of this mound here. The mound? I'm just kind of hanging out. I mean, there's other little mitten mounds in this area. It's all big mounds. There's piles of artifacts. It's truly amazing place. And over there, we hear that machine's running. That's where there used to be a massive mound, and it was completely bulldozed and erased, and mulch factory was put in there. Pretty wild though. There's up this mound here. I left a few gifts, a few artifacts. So please don't take them if you ever come to this mound. And all these other mounds here in Long Island. And I got my shoes off because I was grounding. See, there's some artifacts up here, some stones coming out of the hillside. This is a mound. Okay. See the mound? It's about 10 feet, right? It's about 10 foot high. 10 foot high mound. Mounds. We'll walk down this little mound here. It's not a really big mound, but you can see it, right? See the mound? Okay, because they're all over the place. And then all the artifacts are here. Because everywhere the mounds are is where the artifacts are. Let's just check this out. These are just ones that are over here. Look at this beautiful piece of petrified wood. Okay. Red crystal. Pink crystal. Look at this. Look at the sparkles in that puppy. These are all artifacts, okay? All artifacts. More petrified wood. I mean, you name it. Crystals. Serpentine. It's all here. Man, I tell you, there is a lot of mounds along Long Island. And there used to be a really big mound over there. And they bulldozed the hell out of it years ago. I'm going to take a walk over there, but I just want to show you this mound one more time from this side. Pretty wild, right? It's a mound, and there's a lot of them. And then they put their bike trails over to a lot of them. It's just like, here's the edge of another mound here, see? Okay, bike trails over the mounds, all over. Pretty cool though. I actually find, really cool mounds like this. And this is a younger mound, right? It's not that old because they placed it here in the burial area where all the bigger mounds are, right? Everybody wants to be buried in the same place, just like we have in our modern day cemeteries today. Cherry trees have been growing here for quite some time. But it's not that old of a mound. It's more of a later mound, I believe. And then all the mitten mounds that are all scattered. There's all these little mounds that go all through this area. And then there was this massive mound years ago. I mean, it was... Let's take a walk over here. I'll show you. Check this out. Now, this is where the parkland ends. And this is where this like stump factory is, right? And there's this big, some sort of corporation up here. But I just want to show you what's here. Because this whole place was a massive mound at one time. I'm telling you, it was giant. And then they've come here and they've dumped so much garbage. It was a massive mound. Look at how the building sits all the way down, right? And they had bulldozed the entire mound with this huge building down here, right? Right. And this was a massive mound. And then they brought in all this garbage. They brought like all the artifacts from all the ancient civilizations over time. And they've been dumping them here. Look at this big square stone. There's modern day ones also mixed in. There's ancient brick. Really amazing. Different artifacts. And look at that. All right. I don't know if you can see the silver in that. Look at that. Because this was one of their artifacts. Okay, because these artifacts are all placed here. They were all like dumped here, right? And then they took the giant mound that was out here and they got around. Now they're planting all these trees around the edge, kind of beautify the place, to kind of cover everything up. Look at this. Look at these big. Look at these. Okay. See, I know where they've been taking all the stones, and they brought these stones here for quite some time. And then they got other garbage mixed in because it's a mulch factory. You say, hey, we're going to bring you mulch. Bring you a load of artifacts and junk dug up from the ancient civilization. This thing is freaking massive. This site is huge. Look at all these artifacts. I'm not kidding you. They're all mixed in. Look at them all. Okay? Crystals, petrified wood, everything you can think of. And this goes all the way down, all the way around. And it was a massive mound at one time on the typographic road maps. But it's no longer here. And look at this big piece of petrified wood. Look at that. Big piece of petrified wood, right? It's it's all been turned into, you know, petrified. It's just amazing. Well, this is not amazing what they did, because if this building wasn't here, and then this huge thing wasn't here, this would be a massive mound. It was 160 feet high and 130 feet at the base. It was massive. And now they're doing, this is all fresh, right? So they're coming in here, and this is actually, they're digging up some of this on the parkland because they're trying to cover up the artifacts, because there's all artifacts here, right? So what they're doing is they're covering up all of the artifacts that were all bulldozed. Now look, see, this area hasn't been covered up yet, right? You see all, so what's going to happen is all this is all going to be gone. See how they're scraping it all? And then they're bringing in all this soil and all this crap, to cover it up. Because they don't want anyone to know about all this garbage that's here. And all the artifacts of all, and the bricks. I mean, and I'm glad I'm here to film this today, because that whole area was all open 3-4 weeks ago when I was in Long Island, and now it's all covered up, right? So then you come across here, and this whole thing, this entire thing is going to be covered up, right? They planted trees, and now they're going to cover this all with the soil, and so that you can't see the ancient brick, you can't see the pieces of petrified wood, you can't find anything, right? And that's what they're going to do. And there's even modern day brick here, right? What does this brick say? Okay. Pennsylvania, right? This brick is from Pennsylvania, from Long Island, right? See, these are ancient bricks, though. See the ancient bricks? Ancient bricks are mixed in because they brought modern day garbage here, and then they brought the ancient garbage, right? The ancient, I'm not going to say ancient garbage, it was the ancient artifacts, their stones, all their workings. Grind it all up. Hey, take it to the mulch factory. Yeah, we'll cover it up. We'll get rid of it. We'll put it under the mulch. And that's what they're doing here. See? This whole site. There's a big time business. Oh, that is crystal one. See? Look at that. Look at that effigy. And it's probably broken. It's a little busted from what it originally was. But these are all artifacts. Right? All artifacts. And I'm right on the edge of the property. They want to come and hit me with trespassing because I'm on the edge of the park property documenting what they're doing. Let them do it. I don't really give a shit. There's the property owner. So they even have garbage off on the township property, right? See, it's the parkland here. And then they're... it's what they do. It's what they've been doing in New Jersey, Long Island, and Connecticut. And this is Long Island. And there's a mulch factory up in Roxbury Township too, where all the burial mounds are in the ceremony era. They're bulldozing also. It's like they're all working in sync. All these Freemasons with all these mulch factories doing what they're doing, right? Look at all these artifacts here. And then they're going to bulldoze this all. They're going to clean this all up so you can't tell it was here. They're going to erase it all, right? They're going to make it so that you can't tell that this was here. And then there's going to be, all new soil put over the top, and it's all covered up. All covered up. All of it covered up. It's sickening, but that's what they've done. Look at all the artifacts and all the brick and all the garbage they mixed in. It's massive. It's on the other side too. It's just truly amazing how much material is here. And even like, stones like this. You think this stone was made by the glaziers? Oh, what about this one? Another one of these, right? This amazing crystal. I mean, this stuff sparkles like you would not believe. Thanks for watching Long Island, New York. We gotta get recognition to this stuff.